We cannot have a president that is not mentally okay because he would make terrible decisions. Rufai Osini, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot GC news updates, please click on the notification bell. There have been demands from Nigerians that the presidential candidate should release their health records before the presidential campaign. So far, none of them have presented their health records, and this has piqued the interest of journalists and what many Nigerians are why they have refused to do that. In an Arise television show where the journalists were speaking about the trending topics, Ruben Abati made a joke of the fact that Nigeria needs a strong president to bring back the nation on its toes. Rufai Osini, diving into the topic, analyzed that Nigeria is in a critical state and the health of the presidential candidate is important. According to him, if a candidate is not mentally fit, he will cause problem for Nigeria with his decision. He said, I agree with Dr. Ruben, the country is on its knees and we do not appreciate that enough. And it is because we still get by every day. We need a president that is mentally and physically fit. And the truth is that is medical records. All the presidential candidates should release their medical records. We cannot have a president that is mentally not okay. He's not even okay. He will make a terrible decision, and this terrible decision will affect all of us. It is not by people talking that they are fit to run the presidential race. Exactly, you. So I don't know why this is a big deal. This thing, I don't know why it's a big deal. You understand? But me, I feel, what's it called? This should be done by a body, maybe like INEC. And all this should be done even before people now come and buy form. As in, it should be that, okay, before you pick a form for presidency or governorship or House of Reps or whatever, local government chairman, I feel you should, what's it called? I feel they should tell them to, run a test, evaluate them mentally, psychologically, ask them, check them out very, very well. As in, so if you do not submit your medical records and you go ahead and buy anything, problem. That is how it should be. We say if you come back, they will tell you that, brother, we did not ask you to go and buy. We said provide your medical records and you went and buy. Okay, you are disqualified. You understand? No, because it's this person. Let us just pass it for him. No, it's not possible. If it is a disabled person that can serve it Nigeria as the president, so be it. This is the brain, the intelligence, the capacity and proven assessment that are needed, and not an Olympic candidate. It's not true. Why do you not go to work when you're sick? Because when you are sick, it affects all parts of you. Do you work when you're sick? Of course, certainly not. There is no how. Why are we sounding like this? But this person, a disabled person, said, look, if that person really disabled, when I mean disabled, maybe in hand no good or leg no good, sincerely, there is nothing wrong with that person. So far as that person is medically okay. The disability of the person is just that he's not sick. But this when we have somebody old, do you know that the disabled person is more stronger? Yes, now. Those people, they have ability in their disability. Ability where me and you, where they complete, no get. That's the truth. A disabled person cannot even name himself, not to talk of the whole Nigeria. Mental and physical fitness is very important. You don't still get it. Me, in my own opinion, I'm saying, a disabled person like this last one, that disabled person, in a state of not being able to do some certain things for himself. Those people, then when it comes to intelligence, they're very intelligent. When it comes to creativity, do you understand me? That is what I'm saying. But this is not it. This is about somebody who's healthy. We're talking about health status. Health status mentally and physically. All right. All of you on the studio sleeps more than 5 to 7 hours on a daily basis. Why Tinubu has been widely reported that he manages to sleep for 4 hours a day. And here you're asking for health status. Present yours first. Did anybody CHA0S Shiny? He's the one that wants to be the president. And to be the president, you have to work for it, right? So even if you're coming out you're sleeping only for 10 minutes a day, Shubon, you want to now waiting you want. Abi? So what are you saying? Look at you want to taunt me. Then they measure Then they measure and by who sleep well and who no sleep well. I beg. He did not even mention it, but it seems you all know that Tinubu is not well. But he did not mention the name of any presidential candidate. But from a write-up, it shows that your candidate is suffering from sleepless nights, and that is not a good sign at all. Fulani is saying, please don't be offended. It's just a question that needs answer. Please, are you a psychiatric consultant? Don't allow Yorubas to carry Ebo for you. What do you mean by Ebo? Well, Rufai is doing his job and speaking truth to power. If you have a problem with this, then I do not know. If you have a problem with speaking truth to power, then I don't know where you come from. Alright. I listened to one of the presidential aspirants who claimed he's fit and healthy enough to be Nigerian president. And I almost cried aloud, asking myself, when did Nigeria become a country that anybody will just manage out of hospital bed and want to be president? Okay, I wonder. Then Peter B should be completely out of the race because he has Down syndrome. Don't you notice that he talks like a dog? His neck cannot stand on his head and he's always bending it. Peter B is not fit mentally, hence the reason why he always roll out inconsistent data and figures. Are you really serious? I beg me gonna leave me. I beg you are funny. Alright. Do you mean you can hand over your company to your ailing company to someone who is obviously ill and aged? Exactly. Now somebody has now touched where I've always been touching. Nigeria is like a business venture. Do you know if you are handed over a business, if you are among the board of directors or board of management, and that country begins to collapse on your hand, do you know it's not a bad name? It is bad name for you. So what you're going to do is, even if you are new or old, it will be bad name for you. It is better that you do everything you can to salvage that company. Because if you salvage them, your name will be say, oh, you day here when so thing happen. Okay. If Nigeria did not show sentiments and ethics, this country will collapse. Imagine suggestion from Hussaini party mongers have started ringing abusers. How much did our current president spend in hospitals? Exactly the point. Apart from the money he spent, do you know that he's actually not aware of many things in this country? Who keeps him updated? Who? Who updates him? They can decide not to update him. They can decide to tell his person with update and say, don't tell him anything. So what are you saying? Nigerians, so because they're using a tongue counting a to making a vote wisely. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.